Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are. We're in Transylvania for the Transylvania Open. And this one it's going to be the return of Raducanu. Yet again, she's going back to one of her home countries, which is Romania. And obviously, we've got Simona Halep there too. I think it's known as the Cluj-Napoca tournament. It's normally on clay. This one is the first of its kind on the hard courts, I believe, for the women.
Yeah, and like you said, you spoke about Dracula there. My best spooky music is probably this. Ooh. Ooh.
Don't make me laugh.
That's the best I've got. We've got Halloween coming up as well, so it's quite a fitting event for the time. The big news, though, Emma Raducanu in Romania. Let's see how she gets on. I know Ben went really big on her on the last event. He had her going deep in Indian Wells. How far is she going to go now? I don't know. How crazy is Ben going to go with it? I feel like I was very reserved. I had her going out early doors, which she did. Yeah. I'm not sure how I'm going to play it. I've not had a good look at the draw yet. So let's get straight into it. In terms of previous winners, we don't know any because it's the first edition of the event. So this is the first time. Everything online is the clay court version, which is a different event altogether. So this is the first time. There's going to be a new champion here. Who's going to be the first spooky Halloween winner? Is it going to be a Simona Halep? Is it going to be a Tomjanovic? Is it going to be a Raducanu? A Kostyuk? I know I had her win an event and she went out first round. So I don't think I'm going to make that mistake again. But qualifier-wise, do we know who they are?
We've got... Just trying to have a look down the list. I can see there's Gasanova, Krunic, Sorenko. Any others?
Yeah, so I've got Krunic, Ignatic, Gasanarova, Bonda, Tezarenko, and I hate this name. It's always tricky. Patinama Kurkova, the Dutch girl. Yeah. Good player, actually.
Yeah. So, and I think all of them have gone through in straight sets as well. So that's a good thing for them entering the tournament anyway. So they'll be in good form. They will not be worried about who they're going to be pitted up against, I'm sure.
One thing I would say with this, though, wild card, Jacqueline Adina Christian, watch out for her. She's had a good run in the previous event. I forget who knocked her out, but she went far and impressed me.
She did. I remember you mentioning her as well and saying she actually knocked out Zidansek and got knocked out by Schmeidlova in the last event. But knocking out Zidansek, I had Zidansek in my final. Yeah. So she crushed my bracket before it even began. So thanks to that, Christian.
This could be one of them kind of events, Ben, where just expect the unexpected. That's all I'm going to say. Make sure to join us. Enter your bracket on the tennis app, TNNS. You can do it on Android or iPhone. It's free to join, and you can compete against me and Ben. Hit the fantasy button in the bottom. Hit Browse Leagues. Join Game to Love. If you're already in Game to Love, I'm sure most of you are. We've got 206 members now.
Nice.
Just make sure you go on there, hit brackets, not brackets in play. Sorry, you hit make your picks. There you go. So click make your picks. You've got the men's ones, which we've just done. So go watch that draw preview if you've not seen for Vienna and St. Petersburg. Here we're going to be doing Transylvania and the one in Italy, Courmayeur Ladies Open. So click on the Transylvania one and we're presented with the bracket, just like that. Ben's got it up on the screen here. Simona Halep's going to be the number one seed. And she's going to be, faced up against another Romanian in Rus.
Yeah. I see it's a full moon out tonight from the looks of it. It's going to be interesting. They're going to be playing, obviously, the final on Halloween as well, this one. Sunday will be the final. That will be actually the Halloween, the actual day for it. Cool. So be interesting to see if they dress up for the final, come out in an outfit or something. That would be quite an interesting final if they did, but I don't think they will be. Anyway, Elena Gabriela Ruse is up against Simona Halep in the first round. I'm not going to waste too much time with this. I know that people are probably going to say, well, don't discount Ruse. I'm going to discount it. I'm going to say Halep in front of those home fans. Got to do it, isn't she?
Yeah, me too. I'm going to have Petkovic beating Gracheva. Christian Juvan. I'm going to go Christian this time.
I think you're wise to.
Juvan's annoying me. I had her in the final last time. She just didn't do anything.
Yeah. I think you're wise to. I'm actually going to be going Gracheva to knock out Petkovic.
You always do that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. She beat Cerebres Tormo, but then lost to Anne Lee in the last tournament. But Anne Lee won the whole tournament, so who knows? Christian, I'm going to go with as well. I'm actually going to go with Tomjanovic as well.
Okay. And I'm going to have, next round, I'll have Halep beating Petkovic. I'm going to go Tomjanovic beating Christian.
Yeah.
And that's how that one's going to be. Go for me.
Same here.
We've got Jackson there giving us some knowledge. How we doing, mate? Saying there's no fans allowed from what I've seen, which is a bit sad.
Who will that favour? Because, as we know, Simona Halep, she tends to play better for me when there is a crowd there. She really plays up to them, especially being at home as well.
Yeah, everyone been going crazy for her, so that's a bit disappointing.
But somebody it might benefit, Emma Raducanu, who's here, and we know that there wasn't really people on her side as much in the US Open. There were people on her side in Wimbledon, and she sort of fell down due to pressure. Maybe having no one there, she might be able to get back to basics and play a bit better tennis. Or does she only play well in front of the big crowds, JG? Well, that's what we want to find out.
Well, I have her beating Hercog in the first round. I'm confident in that. The next one, I'm going to be going Bogdan to beat Jorovic. I'm going to have Bonda beating Barthel and Martin Kostic. Where did Kostic lose to last time? Because it was so upsetting. I had her winning the whole event.
She went out to Begu.
Was it really just convincing as
6-4,
well?
6-4. Yeah,
I'm going to have to go Kostic this time. This is the last time.
But she's lost 5 out of her last 6 at the moment, Kostyuk. So she's not.
I think she's good. It's just winding me up.
Yeah, she's got the potential. I'm going to be going Raducanu to go through. I'm going to be going Anna Bogdan. I'm not sure about Mona Bar. I'm not sure. I don't really know much about Bonda, but Bartel is on.
Bonda.
Well, maybe this will give us an idea. Barthel is on a 11-match losing streak at the moment, so that's going to make my decision for me. I think it will continue.
Well, maybe she's just a Jill Simon of the women's game. This is her win.
Yeah, exactly. We just had this, didn't we, on the men's side?
Yeah.
And so that's guaranteed. Barthel will win if I go against her. So I'm going to
be looking out for that now. I'm going to laugh if Barthel wins.
It will happen. I'm sure it will. Well, Kostyuk, and it's not an easy match against Bernarda Pera either. That's not really a good first round match again. Pera 100 in the world. Just lost to Pavlyuchenkova in the last event, but she did win her qualifying matches.
I must admit, I do like this section for Emma. I really do. I think she beats Bogdan. I think Kostyuk beats Bonda, and we're going to see Emma Kostyuk.
Yeah, Bogdan, I don't know if she's that easy opponent, though. I know that a lot of people will write her off.
Are we seeing some signs of Ben thinking Emma goes out?
No. I'm not. I'm still on the hype train at the moment. I will be really happy if she just wins I think the first match is harder than the second match. Hercog can turn up.
No, I disagree. Bogdan's a tougher match than Hercog for me.
I think Hercog can turn up though. She can beat some big players on her day.
Not for me. I think she can, but mate, not for me. I think Bogdan's better.
All right, so Bondar against Kostyuk. I might go Bondar. Sorry, Kostyuk. I'm not sure in that one. I know it's a bit of a weird one, but I'm just teeing this up at the moment for Raducanu to have a better route through the draw. What's going on? Anyway, moving down. Oh, Begu.
This is a good section. A lot better quality, I would say, overall. I like the look of Begu. I think she could do well. Obviously, she knocked out... Who did she beat?
Kostyuk.
She beat Kostyuk in the last event.
Yep.
I'm going to have... Camila Osorio-Serrano. She got all the way to the final, losing to Anne Lee, playing really good at the moment. I think she's going to beat Peterson. And then I'm going to go Tezarenko, the qualifier, to beat the wild card. And the final one, Teichmann, Gasanova. I'm going to go Teichmann.
Yeah, Gasanova's had to come through the qualifying. Teichmann, she's lost her last two, but they were to good opposition, Begu and Vondrasova. She did beat Kanepi and Lynette.
Begu beat Teichmann, did she?
Begu did beat Teichmann, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think Osorio Serrano might be tired, so I'm going to go Peterson to knock her out.
Okay.
I'm going to have Begu knocking out Peterson and have Teichmann versus Begu in the next round. Same matchup again.
I'm going to go Osorio Serrano again.
I don't blame you.
And Teichmann
good
to beat Tezarenko.
Okay. Nice. Moving down, we've got another Ukrainian. We've got Kalinina here. And she'll be up against the lady whose name, which we dread to say, which is Patinama Kokove. This one is the 8th seed Kalinina here. And I'm actually going to go with, I think, is it she Dutch, this Patinama?
Yeah, Dutch, yeah.
I think I'm going to go with her.
She's not bad.
I'll give her a go.
I've watched her a few times. She's actually quite impressive. But I'm going to be going Kalinina because I think the opposition I watched her against wasn't good.
Well, Kalinina actually beat Kasatkina in the Kremlin Cup, and she went out to Alexandrova, who looked unstoppable up until Kontaveit somehow was the only player who actually turned her over, which so impressive. Alexandrova, I don't know if you saw the final. She was battering the ball so hard. I didn't think she'd ever miss. Yeah. And Kontaveit, don't know how she hung in there. Anyway, next one, Friedsam, Ignatic. Probably going to go with Friedsam.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Ignatic, not sure if that's a relative of the other Ignatic on the men's side.
I was thinking that as well.
Ignatic, someone who I've followed over the years. Good tennis player on the men's. Plays a lot of challenges. Not sure if there is a relation there. I feel like they're different. They're not from Romania for a start.
I'm not sure.
Not both of them.
Her being in Romania might help her against Friedsam.
She could win that one. That's a tough one. But I'm going to be going Friedsam.
I might go Tick. I'm going the Tick.
She has won some qualifiers, so
yeah.
Kovanic, Van Uytvanck. I'm going to be going Van Uytvanck, and then I'm going to go Kontaveit at the bottom.
Yeah. I think Kontaveit picks herself for me. And
she's got a nice draw, really, Kontaveit. I just don't see her having many issues. And obviously, Kontaveit is the champion of the last event in Russia, the Kremlin Cup. She's been playing great right now. And I feel like she needs her moment in the sun a little bit.
Yeah.
It's Kontaveit. She got the whole world at her feet. You know that ain't no one she can't beat because she's one hell of an athlete. It's Kontaveit.
Wasn't expecting that, was you?
I was like shocked and it made me jump. It came out of nowhere. I was going to say with this Van Uytvanck versus Kovanic, they only played last week and Kovanic beat her in straight sets. So I'm going to go with Kovanic on that one. I'm going to have Kontaveit beating her though. I'll have Patinama Kokove going through. And then that'll be
big on her, aren't you now?
Well, I think she's up against the Tick. So
yeah, I'm going to have Kalinina and Kontaveit there. So let's move up to the top quarterfinal time. I have the number 1 seed versus Tomjanovic. I think Halep beats her.
Yeah, I think so too.
I've got Emma Raducanu versus Marta Kostyuk.
Okay, I've got Raducanu Bondar. We
finally going to see Emma Raducanu Halep? This was the big talking point of Indian Wells. We were so close to seeing it. I think we finally get that matchup. I think Emma beats Kostyuk and we're going to get Halep Raducanu.
I hope so too. I'm going to go with that. Right. Let's go all the way down. Now we got a rematch of these two just played not too long ago. Begu Teichmann. Will Teichmann get a revenge on Begu? I don't think so. We're in Romania. So I'm going Begu.
I've got Osorio Serrano and Teichmann, but I'm going to be going Teichmann on this occasion.
Interesting. All right, and down to the last section, we've got Patinama Kakove versus Kontaveit. I'm not going to waste any time.
No,
I think
me
Annette,
too.
Annette Kontaveit is chasing that race for Turin.
Yep.
Not Turin, for Guadalajara. Sorry,
Yep.
I'm talking about the men's. Yeah.
I know what you mean, though.
I think she's well on her way. And now there's no Ons Jabeur playing in the other tournament. That's probably got a raring to go in this one, I think.
I just want to give a shout out to one of our patrons in the chat, Aaron.
Hey,
I hope
how
you're
you
doing
doing?
well, mate. And he's saying, hope, done all my fantasies. Usually I don't. So best of luck, Aaron. Let's see how you get on in the Game to Love League. Make sure everyone else to enter and join our league. Semi-final time, though. Halep, Raducanu at the top and Taekwon Kontaveit. So I've gone for all of the seeds in these semi-finals.
Yeah. So just let me try and work this. There we go.
We finally get the matchup, which we was hoping for in Indian Wells. We get it now. Can Emma Raducanu beat Simona Halep? We've got Eric here saying he watched Emma 2 years ago beat Badoza 6-1, 6-2 in Bolton indoors. She's very good indoors. Obviously, in the UK, there's a lot of indoor courts. I've seen a lot of videos of her. She's very impressive. She whacks the ball very hard and is super consistent. She could be a real threat and could easily win this event. Does she get through Simona Halep? That's the question.
Yeah, and especially there's going to be some pressure on Raducanu. This is her first tournament that she's going to Romania to play as well. Obviously, her dad being a Romanian. So even though she's got that British flag there, she's still going to have her fair share, I think, of Romanian support when she gets off the plane there. Is she going to be good enough? I think she's got quite a nice run through, beating about the bush.
If they get this matchup, the fans there, well, I don't think the fans are allowed in, so that's going to ruin it. But say if they was to be in and they was watching, who would they even support? I'm not sure. I feel like there would be more Raducanu fans than Halep, which is shocking to me.
Yeah, I think so. Like the new breed coming through, that it's just like a bit of recency bias as well. There's part of me that thinks, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to do mine then. I'm going to have Halep beating Raducanu. I'm going off the logic of this. Like Jackson says, Raducanu, no coach.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
All over the place at the moment as well with doing different things. I don't think her mind's fully on the tennis right now. There's been a bit of a shock to her system in the US Open, becoming a star overnight. I think it's going to take her some time. I did speak about on the last podcast we did about her. I said it could take her about 2 years to go deep in the tournament and win something. I said win an event. Which I don't think it's a bad thing. I think she's going to be a future Grand Slam champion a few more times over. I think she's quality. I love her. She's a great tennis player. Nothing against her. I think this initial shock could take her a little while, and I don't think she's now going to just all of a sudden win every event she goes into. So for me, I'm going to have Halep beating her.
I was just checking out that thing just before making that decision, because I know that Jackson obviously saying that she still has no coach, and then she was talking about it in the press saying, the coach during the Transylvania Open will be myself. That is her coach for the tournament, apparently. She says, but she said to be optimistic about finalising a partnership with a new coach before the Australian Open. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think I'm on the sort of the same mind as you, though. I think not having a coach, that may scupper her chances here. I think I'm going to go with Simona Halep. I think she's got the experience. I don't want to big her up too much. I think going through a few rounds, though, would be great for her in this tournament, getting some wins under the belt.
Listen to this. Emma Raducanu to win a Grand Slam singles title in 2022 is at threes currently.
so ridiculous.
To win 2 or more Grand Slam titles in 2022, she's at nines.
It's just
to win the Grand Slam, all 4 Grand Slams next year. It's 150 to 1.
Stick a quid on.
That's ridiculous, man. I wouldn't take that if it was. It should be, in my opinion, at least 1,000.
1,000, yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same.
Do you not think?
Yeah, definitely.
Djokovic struggles to do it. I don't think Raducanu's going to be able to get all 4 slams.
What's Djokovic's odds? I bet his is probably similar, which is ridiculous.
Well, anyway. Just some interesting stats. We've got Emma Raducanu to win 15 or more Grand Slam singles titles in her career here. It's a long one. It's a long burner. That's at 17s.
How much pressure do you want to put on someone?
17s. To win 15 top Grand Slams. She's at 17.
Who comes up with these odds? Are they out of their mind? Some of
To
these
win
people.
10 or more Grand Slams is at 10.
It's just
10
mad.
to 1.
I mean, they go over the
The
top. don't they?
bookmakers in England, it's just funny. She's got her own section on the bookmakers, by the way. So you've got Emma Raducanu specials. This is what I'm reading off. I was interested to see what her coach was, because I know Andy Murray at one point was at 20 to 1 to be the next coach. Some of them are quite funny.
Kyrgios was
You
like,
had Kyrgios at 100 to 1 to be Emma Raducanu's next coach.
I'd like that as the partnership. Be interested.
No, there's just some stats for that one. You've got Begu Kontaveit. What way you see that one going?
I think I'm going to go Begu. I think Kontaveit may have played too much tennis, and we're getting all Romanian final.
Not for me. I'm going to be going Kontaveit. I'm going actually the 1 and 2. The Halep Kontaveit final. I think they've both got a little bit too much quality. Just to clarify, did you go Halep? You did go Halep to beat. Oh yeah,
Yeah. I
you
went
did,
Halep. I'm going all Romanian final here. I think it might be too much too soon. I like Emma's draw, but I still think if she comes up against real experience on the tour without a coach and without a team behind her, she may struggle still. So I would love to. If she wins this tournament, smashes it, I'll be the first there cheering, jumping,
Oh,
screaming.
mate, we'll be
so,
covering the final if she can get there.
yeah,
We've got David. She's saying Kontaveit's chasing points for Guadalajara. We've got Simona Halep though trying to get back into the top 10. I'm
Yep.
going to have Halep winning the whole thing. I'm going Simona Halep to beat Kontaveit in the final.
I think
Number
that
1 beats number 2.
I'm going the same person. I think Simona Halep, she needs a boost right now. And I think she realizes there's something slipping away at the moment. This could be a little kickstart just towards the end of the year, get back up into those rankings, I think.
Yeah. And in terms of dark horse, I'm just having a little look for it now. It's a bit trickier than some of the other ones to find one, but I'm going to be going Osorio Serrano. She's the finalist of the last event. She can put it together. I've got her going to my quarterfinals. She could easily beat Teichmann. So yeah, I definitely like that as a dark horse selection. Watch out for Osorio Serrano. Let's see how far she can go. She could win the whole thing, definitely. But I'm going to be going Halep as my main pick and Osorio Serrano as my dark horse.
Well, my dark horse, I guess, would have to be. I'm going to go Kovanic, because if she knocks out Kontaveit early on, she could have a nice little run there.
Okay, we've got Bjorn there saying Leslie Patinama Kerkova is my dark horse because she's a great player, and you guys have to say the name again.
That's the only reason. It's going to keep on making you to read it out.
And Des, and I believe if Anik gets to the final, she'll go through to the WTA finals instead of ons. High stakes. Yeah, it's definitely hotting up, and it's going to be fascinating to see who can qualify in these coming weeks. But let's move over from the spooky background. What have you got? Have you got another one here?
Yeah, there's another one down the bottom.
Well, let's change this one first. Do you have this? There we
go.
go. So we've got the purple now. I think we go yellow, Ben.
Have you got another background?
This one.
Oh, that one.
There we go.
All right.
We're moving on. We've got the yellow backgrounds. This is the Courmayeur Ladies Open, which is held in Italy, I believe.
Yes,
it's interesting because I'm not sure what Courmayeur is. Maybe someone can let us know in the chat. But it's not an Italian name.
Sounds French.
Yeah, but it's an Italian tournament. And listen, this is one of them events, a bit like the Tenerife one. I'm going to give you the warning now, Ben. It's never been played before, and anyone could win it because we have had some withdrawals, unfortunately. So the number 1 seed was Ons Jabeur. She's withdrawn. The number 2 seed, Camilla Giorgi, she's withdrawn. So now we're going to be left with the number 1 seed of Samsonova and a 2nd seed of Petra Martic.
Yeah.
So it's not the highest level. We've got Anne Lee in this one. We know what she's done. Recently winning an event. But listen, I'm not as convinced in the level of this draw, if I'm honest.
No. I think it's not as stacked as that last one we saw, but I don't think that was even that stacked, to be honest. There's a few there's just less standout names. So buckle up and get ready because we're going to go on one of those mad ones where we don't even know what's going to happen on this one. It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. They always are, some of these WTA ones. we've got Yestermenska, who's heading the draw there at the
Yeah,
top.
before you do that, though, I've just need to go through the qualifiers because I've not been
Go
able
on
to
then,
talk
mate.
about them. So let's have a look who the qualifiers are.
Sure.
They're going to be Bolsolva. So we've got
Oh, yeah.
Buxa, Gatto Monticone, Martina Di Giuseppe, Zeng, and Wagner.
Nice. I think.
Any of them? I think Di Giuseppe's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's
And I
what I was
think
gonna say.
Bolsova could do something as well. We've got a lucky loser, Radwanska, been allowed in, and a few other
Nice.
Italians as well. Jessica Pieri, someone who I've watched a bit, and a lady we've had on the podcast, Ben, Ankita Rayner, lucky loser into the event. Watch out
nice.
for Ankita.
Yeah,
She's a lovely girl. We spoke to her on the podcast.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get her on again sometime because she's a very fascinating one to talk to, and I'll be willing her on to go all the way and win this one.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, she lost to Di Giuseppe there in the qualifying, but it's been granted that lucky loser one just due to these withdrawals in the event, which is great for her. So let's see how she gets on. Yestermenska, she is now it says 10 there, but she is now the number 1 seed in this tournament. Ignore the 10 at the top. It's number 1. So against Diachenko. That is the first matchup, and I'd probably just go Yestermenska.
Yeah,
that would just be my instant reaction. I think you're just gonna have to go with some gut things on this tournament.
Yeah, I'm not going to give too much logic behind these. I'm going to be just going crazy. But before we do, Simon here saying Courmayeur is the town it's taking place in. Oh, fascinating. It's not an Italian name at all. So I'm not sure about the origins of it, but let's see. We've got David saying Yestermenska loves winning these 250 size events. She certainly does. Daniel there saying JG's on fire. He picked Karatsev to win the tournament. I'm doing not too bad.
Doing
far.
well,
I won the
mate.
whole bracket. I won the whole bracket of the US Open as well. So things are looking okay at the moment with my predictions. I'm just giving you a warning. This little disclaimer. I'm going to be going pretty crazy on this one. I'm just going with my gut on a lot of them. So this one, Bronzetti, I'm going to go... I'm going to go
Kozlova.
Manila.
Are you going Bronzetti?
I'm going to go Di Giuseppe.
She's against. Sorry, I've got to cut off the screen there. It is Paolini. I'm going to be going Paolini, Stefanini.
He's gone
So
for the
I've got-
Ukrainians and the Italians.
That's it. There's no logic in these ones. And then I'm going to be having Yestermenska.
Di Giuseppe for me.
Then Paolini.
Okay.
Di Giuseppe.
Moving down. Martic versus Zeng.
Di Giuseppe.
This is Cesar Zeng. So we've got, in this section, we've got Cesar Zeng, Qinwen Zeng, and we've got...
Xing Yu Wang and Shuai Zhang.
Yeah, so we've got a Chinese player in every section of this bit. I'm just a bit confused which Zheng's which. I think Cesar Zeng, she's the higher seeded player, isn't she?
Yeah, she's at 86th in the rankings.
Okay.
Cesar Zhang. She'll be up against Martic, not the nicest of draws.
I'm going to go Martic.
I'm going to go Zhang.
I'm going to go Vekic. I'm going to go all Croatian.
I'm going to go Zhang.
So you've gone for all Chinese. I've gone for all Croatian. Next section, I'm going to go. I'm going to go Wang.
I'm going Wang.
I'm going to go Wang and Zhang.
I'm going Zhang. I'm going all of them. I'm going Zhang and Zhang, Wang and Zhang. Come on, let's do
Fair
it.
enough. Next bit, I'm going to have Donna Vekic beating Martic, and I'm going to go Shuai Zhang beating Wang. No, I'm not. I'm going to go Wang beating Zhang.
Well, I'm going to have Zhang beating Zhang.
No, it's Zhang versus Zhang.
Oh, no, Zhang and Zhang. At the top, I've got.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to have the qualifying Zhang, which is Qinwen Zhang beating Cesar Zhang. And then I'm going to have Wang beating Zhang.
Wow.
To set up a Zhang Wang in the third round.
All right, fair enough.
Moving away from all those Chinese names. Anyway, and there we go. Ankita Rayner's up next. She's up against Alison Risk, though. Not the nicest of first round draws.
No, that's horrible for her. I think she goes out, unfortunately, again. I think Risk beats her.
Yeah, she's not been having the best
Not
of
in the greatest
times.
of form.
No, she's lost 7 of
I'll
her
be cheering
last
her on. I
9.
hope she wins,
Yeah.
but I don't think she does.
I'll be going Risk as well. Sorry, Ankita. Oh,
Yeah.
feel bad for doing it, but
Yeah, me too, man.
Next
I'm going to
one.
go
Good.
Trevisan to beat Kalinskaya.
not for me. I'm going to go Kalinskaya.
I'm going to Shea Suwei back in
Shea
action against
Suwei, Shea
Bolsonaro. I'm going to go
Suwei.
Shea Suwei.
Shea Suwei. Shea Suwei.
I think it's her moment in the sun. She
Yeah.
can do this.
Can't wait.
Wagner versus Samsonova. I'm definitely going Samsonova.
Not Wagner?
No, I was always going to go Samsonova there.
Nothing helping you shy towards a bit of Wags?
No, you can go
Okay.
for it though.
No, I
Oh.
don't fancy it.
Don't try and tempt me in then.
Just trying to tempt you.
So here I'm going to have Trevisan beating Risk. And I'm going to go Shea Suwei to knock out Samsonova. So the
a tough
seeds are
one.
out here for me.
I've got Kalinskaya going through, but yeah, this is tough. Samsonova, she can be a real bracket crusher for me. I think that Shea can do it, though. There's part of me that thinks that Shea Suwei is going to beat her. We're going to get, Kalinskaya, Shea Suwei.
Okay. I think it's the bot. Oh no, is it the bottom section?
I think so.
Yeah, it is. It's the last section. Clara Towson. I think she beats Vigeli. It's actually a good section. Some good players in here. I'm going to have Motin Kono beating Karegoro.
What about the top one? Did you say Towson already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be going
and then going to
Towson.
be going for Freck to beat Radwanska and Anne Lee to beat Rakimova. But Rakimova, I don't know. Let's see what she's been up to. She's pretty good sometimes.
She's been racking them up, those wins.
Who did she beat this year? Who was good?
We rack him over. Alexandrova. Madlenovic at the US Open as well. She had
Yeah,
a
it was
good
at the US Open. She did all right, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
She almost beat Pliskova.
Yeah, well, sort of. Lost in straight sets, but yeah.
No, but it was a 7-5. It was a close tie break.
It was the wrong Pliskova, though.
Oh, was it Christina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh, what's going on? Apologies.
Anyway, so that's that one. So I'm then going to be having Freck and Lee. I feel like you've not done yours.
I'd go
said mine.
Freck and Lee as well. I'm doing the same. I'm going Clara Towson. Clara Towson.
I'm doing it just for Meg. I'm going to put Towson through as well, and I'm going to have Anne Lee.
Anne Lee. She's through to the next round. Towson Lee. That would be a great matchup.
Well, we've got Bill here, so I have Towson to win it all because I love the button.
Well, yeah, I'll be probably.
Towson could win it all.
It does sway a lot of opinions. So go to the top. I've got Yestermenska Paolini. I believe you have something slightly different.
I've got Yestermenska Di Giuseppe.
Okay.
I'm going for Yestermenska.
The same here. I'm going Yestermenska. I got Zheng versus Wang.
Vekic Wang. I'm going to go Vekic.
I'm going to go Wang here.
Okay.
So I've got Yestermenska Wang.
Trevisan Shea Suwei.
Kalinskaya Shea Suwei. I think this is where Kalinskaya knocks out Shea Suwei. Sorry, Shea.
I think Shea keeps going. I think she beat Trevisan. She's into the semis.
I hope so. Shea can get a new button if she goes.
She's still got a hat on.
If she gets to the semis, then
Is she taking her hat off?
Oh, mate, that hat made cracking me up. It's like a little dinosaur, wasn't it?
Yeah, she won the doubles wearing it.
Yeah, it's funny. She is a character.
And then Towson Lee. I'm going to be going Clara Towson.
Yeah, despite Anne Lee's win, I'm doing the same. I don't know why. Clara Towson, she's in the banner for a reason.
Yeah, I do like her, man. Semi-final time, Yestermenska versus Vekic. I'm going to be going for Yestermenska.
So I'm doing the same. Sorry, Wang, you're out.
And then Shea Suwei Towson. I'm going to have Towson beating Shea. I think Shea's outstayed her welcome there.
Are we doing the same? It looks like we got the same final, mate, because I was always going to have her there. It looks like we're both going to have Clara.
We've got a very different route.
Yeah.
A very different way of getting there, but the same finalists. Do we have the same champion though? Because I'm going for Clara Towson to win the whole thing. I think she wins everything. The number 5 seed beats Yestermenska in the final and takes the trophy. As Bill does say, though, Shay's a very tricky matchup for anyone, and that's why I do have her in the semis. Ben didn't like her as much as me. He went quarters for Shay.
I'm gonna go Yestermenska wins it all.
Okay. Any
Don't know
reason?
why.
Just because she's good in the 250s?
Yeah, that's about it, really. I don't know. I think she got an easier draw on the top side. So, oh well, see how it goes. Yestermenska for me, she wins the lot.
Dark horse is really easy. In fact, I'm going Shay Sue. She's my dark horse to win the whole thing.
Alan Skyer for me.
She unseeded?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Not a bad one. Let us know in the chat, guys. Who do you have as your dark horse and your main pick? Who do you have winning the whole thing?
Indeed. And guys, we should probably say at this moment, if you guys want to help support the channel even more than you already do, always remember to hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you're new, because we really are trying to hit 20k, that number down there. If you really want to help the channel out, sign up to our Patreon or get some merch. Get yourself a Karatsev t-shirt. Get yourself a King Leon hoodie. Get yourself anything.
An Emma Raducanu one.
Exactly right. They're all available with the new merch. As you can see, new merchandise is out now, guys. Come on, grab yourself a mug, grab yourself a t-shirt. There are discounts for our Patreon members too. So come support the channel and join the Game to Love family. I think that's it, man.
Yeah, let's
Good
wrap it up
draw
there.
previews.
We've got RSNR. They're having Transylvania Open because of Halloween. Don't know. But it's a good time for it. And let's see how Emma gets on. We've both got Halep going far, but who knows? Only time will tell. Thanks for joining us in this one. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the video. It helps us out on Game to Love. Subscribe if you're new. Join our Patreon if you really want to help Game to Love and allow us to do more of these podcasts and stop doing all of the Excel spreadsheets, which we do. But for now, we love you and leave you and see you very soon.
Take care, guys. See you soon.